Hey guys, Desolator Magic here, and it's no surprise to about half of my viewers, maybe a little bit over half, that all of North America's structured play or official WPN in-store play, whatever you want to call it, has been suspended as of, I don't even know, 2-3 months ago, 4 months ago. It was kind of off and on, but it's been a while now for the last stretch. And I don't think I need to tell you what the cause was. Obviously, the international monkey shortage. That's right, there is a shortage on chimpanzees. It's because of all the rapid vaccine development. There's actually an international shortage on chimpanzees. So, I mean, I hate to be the one to say it, guys, but come on. If you're hoarding chimpanzees, you know what? Then screw science. Just make a YouTube channel. I'd watch it. I mean, Monkey Boo has 2.5 million subs. I'm just saying. Oh, he's doing a live stream mail opening right now and I'm missing it. Oh, that sucks. Anyway, because of the international chimpanzee shortage, they've now decided as of just today to suspend all in-store play in all of Europe. It kind of makes sense. I mean, some individual countries in Europe were suspending those types of get-togethers by law anyway. So everybody's going to ask, what's my opinion of all these lockdowns, either like, individual company level, voluntary stuff or government-based? I'm on the side of science and logic, which apparently is nobody's side. With all the digital platforms, the like voice chatting, I mean, you got Skype, Discord, literally anything. You got Zoom, you got webcams. If you don't have a webcam, you can download a program called, IP camera or something like that to your smartphone, and then turn your smartphone into a network-based webcam for your computer so you can load it into OBS and use that as a stream source. Just FYI, that's a thing. Honestly, with all the work from home, if you thought the chimp shortage was bad, you should see the webcam shortage. But some of the psychotic governors out there, like Cuomo, or I forget which is the mayor, which is the governor, but those New York douchebags, they're going way too far. That guy at this point is literally just targeting Jewish people. He said they want to round them up and stomp them out. You just must not want to get reelected. But I mean, we've had the bullshit you can't travel to your own vacation home further outside the city because of a travel restriction. I think Minnesota did that or something. What a crock of shit. But then there's the dumbass anti-maskers who don't apparently understand basic biology of how this spreads. Those people piss me off. Unfortunately, some of my friends and family are approximately that damn stupid, so I've been staying off of Facebook because that's just going to start World War III. So it's yeah, some of the lockdowns are good, but generally I think America did too much economic damage. It should have been a little lighter. But every time I see people going out to a restaurant or bar, I'm like, what the hell? Why? So when it comes to in-store play, like I said, with all the digital solutions, all the different ways to play with your friends, either just in a smaller environment, like literally with your friends in person, or just jump on the internet and do something. I mean, guys, X-Mage is free, just throwing that out there. I don't see a reason to risk your safety to go for 4, 5, 6 hours and in a small enclosed area with strangers and breathe in each other's faces to play Magic. That's really quite stupid. It's completely unnecessary. You might say, oh, well, it's important to me, and it's I'm kind of antisocial, or I'm new to the area, and these are my only group of friends or something, and, okay, cool, whatever, yeah, it's been hard on everybody. I mean, I can just brush it off because I hate people. Okay, I'm beyond antisocial. You guys know that I have Asperger's, so social situations, I don't mind them, I just don't prefer them. So I could literally go 30 days without talking to somebody and I just wouldn't give a shit. But, so it's easy for me to say, yeah, just stay home and do whatever. But it's I literally, before I recorded this, just jumped on a Facebook video call with my brother and said hi and made faces and did silly filters with my nieces and nephews. So it's come on, guys, digital. I mean, let's go. So if something can be done remotely or digitally, and I mean, Magic players are pretty damn smart, or not just smart, but usually technical, up to date with computer stuff and technology, and also pretty smart in general. I mean, you guys have seen the post. We got creative. We made it work. People getting out webcams and different platforms and stuff. They're making it work. So I do kind of support this. I mean, yeah, it's a hard restriction on everybody. I mean, what if your LGS is, about to go bankrupt? They're doing terrible. Now structured play is out and you only got 6 people for F&M. So it wasn't that, bad. Yeah, there's some gray area. There's no absolute black and white here. It's no, stay in your house or else. I gotta say, I do find one thing odd that I've never heard, and I could be wrong, but I've never heard any country or area do any kind of restriction or lockdown that says, oh, unless you've already had the virus and you can prove it with here's my papers from the hospital that says I had it and I recovered, or here's a positive antibody test proving I had it at some point. There, now let me do whatever the hell I want, take a mask off and go do anything. Because those people could not only be like temporary medical workers, some kind of contract workers, grocery delivery people, and it would be perfectly safe for them to just go in and out of the grocery store all day around tons of people, because I think only like 5 people in the entire world have been confirmed to catch it twice, and even then they're not really sure what happened there. And that's out of like 30 million cases. So let's just say this isn't like a high strain mutation difference, like protein surface structure shifting virus. But it's like, could Wizards say, oh, we're going to leave structured play open, but only people who have proven to be now immune to the virus can play? And only, in most areas of Europe, it's 5 to 10% of the population at this point, maybe a little bit higher in like Sweden because they just didn't give a shit and got a ton of people killed because they're morons. They've reached maybe like 12, 15%, I think it's estimated at. They're all old numbers, but they were estimating 50% immunity by May, and they had 7 point something. They didn't quite get there. But, it would be nice if we hit the point where, it's 25%. 25% turnout is better than nothing, And those people are going to know that they're important. They're obviously, if they're immune, they're working, I guess. Not necessarily, but they could be. Those people should be deemed quite important and be working, 2 jobs just to like haul it in because, strike while the iron's hot. If somebody's giving out money and you're working a critical job and you can do something nobody else can because your magic immunity superpowers, well, maybe buckle down and do some work for a month or two, just saying, haul in that money. And then get out there and spend a bunch of it to prop up all your favorite local businesses. Just saying, if you got more money, might as well go out to eat more often, So I think if we can reach that point really quickly, that would be a really nice counter to this. And it would be nice if that happens in sections of Europe or all of Europe or anywhere in the world, that Wizards would resume in-store play and just say, hey, only go out if you think it's safe, it's your own risk, whatever, or especially people who are immune, get out there and support the game and support your store. Because I think people would react really nicely to that. So that's just my overall take on it. I know the longer this goes on, kind of the better it gets because the immunity numbers just keep getting higher. But honestly, the multiple vaccines being rolled out right now are going to take the numbers higher quicker than natural infections. So you might as well just kind of hunker down and not try to get infected on purpose or something, or get an inoculation dose from the public or whatever. I would recommend everybody, just for your own sake, just go get an antibody test if they're cheap, free, or close to it. Because then you can just be like, oh, I had no idea. I was exposed to it like maybe 4 months ago, an inoculation dose, my immune system killed it right away, and now I'm immune. Holy crap, I could have stopped giving a crap months ago. Okay then, time to work a bunch and get on with my life, So it's like, it's just go into it assuming it's not going to be good news, because hello, if you didn't have symptoms, you probably weren't sick, except not really, it's not really how it works. But you can get some surprise good news. Who knows? And a lot of countries, like the antibody test is like I said, free or close to it because they're subsidizing it because they want people to come in and they want numbers so that they can make proper decisions. So, even just for those purposes, all the numbers are reported. So get out there and do it. I'm going to look into it pretty much tomorrow is the first day that I'm finally not working like crazy. I'm just going to call around some clinics, get some ideas. And I know money's kind of this month. Thanks, YouTube, for taking 75 to 80% of my paycheck for last month for something I didn't do. That's great. Thanks. I appreciate it. But honestly, if it's under $100, I'm going to go get it done. And if I'm immune, we going to do the 24/7 Desolator grocery delivery YouTube channel. Okay, we're going to be on that. You get mad tips right about now. So anyway, the actual consequences of this as far as details go, it's under the need to know section for the WPN suspension here. It's Commander Legends will offer remote pre-releases only. I'm actually kind of surprised they were going to do a pre-release for Commander Legends because that's just odd. I know it's draftable, but that's just unusual, but I guess they've been kind of doing that lately with some of these because why not? So it says organizers may repurpose promo packs as sales incentives. So basically it's just total free for all. I think you schedule the event in the WPN scheduler and then mark it as a remote event with like no time or something. And then you still get credit for it, but then like they run it from home or something. It's all just kind of, self-represented, whatever, we'll take your word for it because it's the best they can do and it's pretty generous. So, good on Wizards for doing that. They also said Sengir the Dark Baron, which is, I guess, like a buy box promo or something, will go to players who join a remote pre-release via Magic Companion. So that's kind of odd. That kind of indicates that you might have to, run it, actually run it with, webcams or something? I don't know. Or did they just rename the whole suite Companion and they don't use the WER software anymore? I don't know. I haven't kept up because who cares? Next up, Kaldheim Season will also feature remote events only. Scheduling for these events begins October 26th. And apparently spoilers have already started, just saying. And we have resources available to help organizers run remote play. Tournament organizers can find guides below for webcam events. They're pushing that, yep. Events in Magic Arena, now that's a lot easier, as well as setting up an online community on Discord. Yeah, they have templates too, server templates, so check that out. I'm reading off the WPN website, by the way. Everyone's like, the link to the article. Why? Google WPN website, it's the first article. My God, put in 2 seconds of work. Anyway, this next one is weird. It says, double quote, unofficial in-store events organized before set launch constitute a street date violation. So they still don't want you doing that. So pre-release materials may only be used by WPN members for official pre-release events or the pre-release early sale promotion. Could have sworn they literally just said something different, but okay, whatever. And then they say, we'll update the community on the state of in-store play on the second Wednesday of every month. So every 2 weeks. Nice. Well, every 2 weeks-ish. Updates will come regardless of whether we choose to take action. So that's nice, I guess. Yeah, ain't nothing changing for months. I mean, what's the release date of Kaldheim? They've basically already thrown that under the bus. So, yeah, it's not going to be good. So they go into detail about everything I said, but I think, honestly, so did I. So, I mean, if you're a store owner, you definitely want to check this out. You probably just got emailed it anyway. But thought it'd be interesting for the rest of you. So it kind of sucks for Europe. If you live in Europe, were you going to F&M? Were you going to pre-releases already in the last couple months? I assume they almost just pulled it because nobody was going anyway, because it's really unsafe. Or were you just like, I'm 18 and healthy, who cares? There's some logic to that, but I'm not going to explain why that's not fully and entirely a logical idea. But yeah, that's the story for now. So thanks for watching, everybody. Wish I had better news, but I don't. So I'll see you next video.